Hello everybody and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be taking a look at week 10 of the 10th anniversary Hall of Heroes event, where every single week we're going to get another Hall of Heroes from the last 10 years, and they're essentially giving us a ton of 4 stars to work with, and if you're having a little bit of trouble, I'm here to help you potentially pick one. We're going to go over the 2 light dark units because I believe those are who you should choose from, and just see which one is just probably the better choice for you. So, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to go into the Light Phantom Thief and then the Dark Nine-Tailed Fox. So let's do this. Okay, so the first unit we have here is Louise, the Light Phantom Thief. He has a leader skill that increases the defense of ally monsters in the arena by 33%. He has 105 base speed, which is pretty good. Skill 1 is called Scene of the Crime. He attacks an enemy with a 30% critical rate bonus and stuns the enemy for 1 turn with a 20% chance. The harmful effect rate goes up when fully skilling it up. Skill 2 is called Arrest. Attacks the enemy target to decrease the attack speed for 2 turns and stuns the target for 1 turn with an 80% chance each. This attack won't land as a glancing hit every 3 turns when fully skilled up. We'll go over each of these skills in a second. Illusion Magic, which is the 3rd skill. The HP ratio of you and the target ally will be evened, and both will become invincible for 2 turns and be granted with the HP recovery effect for 2 turns. Decreases the cooldown time of Illusion Magic for 3 turns if your HP is 50% or lower after balancing the HP ratio. This is reusable every 5 turns when fully skilled up. Okay. So, simplified version of this. Skill 1 is Stun. Skill 2 is attack speed slow with the stun, anti-glancing. And then Skill 3 evens out the HP, places invincible and HP recovery effect for 2 turns. And then if your HP is 50% or lower, after using this... If you're fully skilled up... Oh, by the way, decreases the cooldown time of this thing by 3 turns if your HP is 50% or lower. So you would have it every 5 turns. If you use this and your HP is 50% or lower, you'd be able to use it again in 2 turns. So you could effectively, in a sense, if the conditions were right, you could probably have this up infinitely. If you're fully skilling this guy up. Obviously, this guy's going to be for PvP. Double stun on skill 1, or stun on skill 1 and 2, slow on skill 2. And essentially, his skill 3 is essentially like a, obviously, it's a survival skill. You're going to use this to give yourself time, right? To set stuff up. I mean, he's not bad at all. He's just very, he's a very specific unit, is what I'm thinking. Like, it's great for surviving, I guess, at skill 3. I'm actually quite lost. I don't want to give him a rating. But, I'll say this. Obviously, you're going to use him pretty much PvP only. So, Arena, Siege, and whatever guild content. But I don't know if you would use him in RTA. I don't know. I'm not big RTA. I've already made that clear. But obviously, you're going to go violent with this guy. You would go violent will. Probably make him as fast as possible. I wouldn't be surprised if people want damage. But I don't feel like you have to go damage. I don't see... you can probably get damage from him. But it's like, you're not bringing him for the damage. You're not bringing him for these 2 skills. You're bringing him for this skill, which evens HP ratio, invincibility, HP recovery, and you can have this up a lot of the time if you're taking a beating. Would you do him would you use him as a siege defense? I feel like his primary area is siege. Let's just go into the monster info. Let's see if people have anything that might change my mind about him. I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on this guy. So, LD Watoko did this review, I guess, the other day. Like for an actual review, he's not as bad as you'd think. Just gotta use him right in Siege. but with only LD monsters. I can't be too picky anyways. Check him out. Okay, yeah, figured. I knew it's like you're not gonna go damage on this guy. Fast, tanky. I like it. Pretty decent accuracy. Damage taken from light, or damage dealt on light increases. Damage taken from dark decreases. Crit damages more enemies max HP. Speed of effect. The only really good thing on here is the damage taken from dark. And the defense main stat. Crit damage as enemy has less HP, whatever. Skill 1 recovery, whatever. Skill 2 accuracy is good. Counterattack means nothing. Violent will, yeah. I mean, this is what I imagined. So we have a comment from Lost Shadow. His third should be remove all harmful effects on all allies. Evens their HP ratio and gives them invincibility for 1 turn. Also reduce the cooldown from 8 turns to 6 turns. It's not. Wait, it's not from 8 turns. From 7 turns to 6 turns is probably what he meant. Do you even have him built? Probably not. Figured. Excited to finally have him. I have some work to do on him, but he can come in clutch. Let's see. You have him on Swiftblade. Okay. Okay, we're not. No. No one's using him right. Are you using him right? Okay. I guess he's a rune holder. Run with Gene and Halphus. And Halphus suck. Does his skill... Okay. I don't think really anyone is building him right. It's a start. Oh my gosh. I don't think you're going to build him like the other one. So, I'll say this. You're not going to build him like you would the other Phantom Thieves. Like with Willamy, right? Willamy, you can build him crit because... Or like on 60-50% crit because of... God dang it. Because both of his skills have crit rate bonuses. So you can be less worried about the crit rate. But I don't get it with Louise. Why are people like giving him like barely enough crit rate? Like 67%. It's not going to work out for you. I'm going to move on from the debate. Usages in arena. You could tell that this is going to... Like, you're going to throw him on teams where you're just trying to outlast the enemy. You're just trying to waste the enemy's time. That's what it seems like he's there for. I don't think you really have him there to be some damage dealer. I think he's just meant to be an annoying unit. Arena, Siege, figured. World Guild Battle. I don't understand Giant's Keep. Let's look at the statistics. I already said Violent Will earlier. Fatal Blade, no. Violent Revenge, yeah, I could see that. Because if he does Revenge, he could stun the enemy potentially. Despair Guard, I guess the chance to stun. Swift Energy, sure. I could see Swift Energy. Despair Focus, sure. Despair Energy, sure. And then others. Speed, HP, and or defense. Seems to be the consensus. Yeah. His artifacts, I would imagine, should be Skill 1 or Skill 2 accuracy. That would be really... And then reducing the damage taken. So, crit damage taken minus percents, and then Skill 2 accuracy, Skill 1 accuracy. Yeah, and then crit damage taken. Yep. So you're going to build him like a support. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. I was thinking about it. 5 out of 10. He's a very specific unit. I think you could use him in specific places. But I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10 for now. I might have to mole on him a little bit. But by the end of the video, we should have his score. I don't think he's a bad unit. I just don't think he's a great unit. Let's move on to the next unit. Okay, so here we have Kamiya. I believe that's her name. The Dark Nine-Tailed Fox. She has a leader skill that increases the attack power of all allied monsters with the dark attribute by 40%. That's going to be really good for LD only accounts. 102 base speed is not bad. Skill 1 attacks the enemy 3 times with a shimmering light, leaving a branding effect for 2 turns with a 15% chance each, and recovering the HP by 50% of the inflicted damage. I like that skill 1. Branding on skill 1, self-healing on skill 1. Really like it. Skill 2 puts the enemy to sleep for 2 turns instantly, recovers a turn when used every 3 turns. So, you can put an enemy to sleep and then instantly proc into another turn. Interesting. Nightmare on skill 3 attacks the enemy and guarantees to stun the target if the attack lands as a critical hit. The attack will always land as a critical hit with a 100% chance if the target is asleep, and stuns the enemy for turns equal to the number of sleep turns the enemy has every 3 turns. Actually, there's actually a lot of potential with this. She actually has potential. Like, imagine this, right? You can build her like, I don't know. You would probably build her like speed, crit damage, attack. And then in the substats, you could go like speed, attack percent, maybe go like HP or accuracy. You definitely want to go accuracy. Just make sure her accuracy is really good. And it's just like she could set up herself. She has branding for 2 turns on skill 1. So she could like skill 2, put the enemy to sleep for 2 turns, instantly get another turn, and then use skill 3. On skill 3, she'll attack the enemy and guarantees it's on the target, blah, blah, blah. If the attack lands a critical hit, we don't care about the stun, right? The enemy's already asleep when we're using it, right? The attack will always land as a critical hit with a 100% chance if the target is asleep. So she will have a 100% crit chance when the target's asleep. You could go speed, crit damage, attack, or speed, crit damage, HP if you want to be a little bit more tanky. No, I would go speed, crit damage, attack. You could go Rage Blade. Or Rage Will. No, go Rage Will. Speed, crit damage, attack. Go for speed, attack, HP, and like accuracy in the substats, or defense if need be. Like the slot 1 subs should be like speed, attack percent, accuracy, and then either HP or defense. Slot 3 substats should be speed, HP, defense, accuracy, or crit damage if you want to aim for crit damage, which you could. And then slot 5 should be almost the same as slot 1, where it's speed, attack percent, accuracy, and then either crit damage or HP or defense. But you could avoid going crit rate if you set her up right? Like if you go skill 2 and then go into skill 3. But she seems like another, she seems like another PvP monster, because you're not using her in PvE. You can't sleep the bosses in PvE. So you're using her PvP. I don't know. I would go Rage Will on her. Just, heck, why not? Or Rage Revenge, I guess, because she would heal herself on skill 1. And you could also go, I don't know. If you don't say something good or nonsense to other, please shut up your mouth, okay? That's what you have to say. There's no need to go crit rate. Maybe there is. Maybe my build would just be a little bit more unique in the sense that I'm monetizing on her skill 3, having 100% crit chance if the enemy's asleep, which she sleeps the enemy. And you could pair her with the succubuses or the succubi, whatever. I'm not Winter Foxes. Okay, I could already tell by the first part of your thing. I guarantee you had the same idea as me. I'm not recommending this build at all, but I will say she is very fun to play. It is not nice to hit a lady. She's probably going to hit you back and heal herself to boot. Okay. Yes. Oh my god. Winter Foxes. I owe you a drink, bro. I owe you a drink. Fist bump. Boom. Exactly. She went triple revenge, though. I would have thought Rage Will. Speed, crit damage, HP. And then he didn't worry about crit rate in none of these. I respect the hell out of that. Yep, that is exactly how I would have gone. HP is fine. And then just aim for skill 2 accuracy as well. And do crit damage as the enemy has more HP. When for high crit rate, crit damage, give her an accuracy and you're good to go. No one except Winter has my image. Okay, let's go to usage. Light Beast. If you're going to use her for Light Beast, which you definitely can, if you want to, because the branding skill 1. then you need crit rate. But whatever. World Guild Battle, then I would say don't go crit rate, because you're going to have to sleep in the crit. Rift Raid. Yeah, Rift Raid. I mean, for the branding. Statistics: Fatal Blade, Blade, Rage Blade, Swift Blade, Violent Revenge, Violent Blade, Speed, Crit Damage, Attack or HP. The properties should be attack percent, additional damage proportionate to speed, life drain, cool. Crit damage shaking, yep, pretty much. I hope sub properties on the type ones are accuracy. Skill 1. Recovery, skill 2 accuracy, heck yeah. Skill 2 accuracy should be the number one thing you aim for, but whatever. Let's I don't know, let's go and get our pick. Oh, before we do that, if I had to choose or what her score is, again, she's like Louise or Lewis, whatever, where she's in one place only. But I will say, if you're going to judge them, if you're going to give them a score based off of how well of a job they do in the one place that you give them, right? It's like, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to rate her off of, oh, you know, she's terrible in Giant, so yeah, don't use her there. 1 out of 10. It's like, why rate her that, right? You want to rate her based off of how good of a job she's doing in the place you would actually use her, which is PvP. I mean, both of these units are PvP units. It's just which one is a better PvP unit. But I'm going to give her... I actually would give her a... gosh. I'm going to give her a 6 out of 10. And I will explain it in a little bit. But let's go... I'm going to give her a 6 out of 10. But let's go to the selection. Okay, so when it comes to picking one of these two units, I'll be honest, I've been sitting here for a little bit. And I'm just, honest to God, stumped on who to pick. I mean, they're both good in their own way, right? With Lewis, whatever, his skill 3 is what makes him, right? His skill 3 makes him a very annoying defensive monster. I think you could technically throw him on your defense, or heck, even on your offense if you want to, if you want to use him in guild offense or whatever, siege offense. He can be annoying. He can be very annoying. The fact that he places invincibility for 2 turns evens out the HP ratio, and then places HP recovery, so it's like the allies are always healing. And then if fully skilled up and everything in his in his third skill plays out, like a lower than 50% or whatever, he could be very, very annoying. And you think, we just got Madeline too. You put him, Madeline, and then another unit, and it's just like Madeline will decrease cooldown times while increasing beneficial effects. It's just like, he could be pretty crazy. He could be pretty annoying as a defense, like really, really annoying. Like, I would pair him with Madeline. It could be him, Madeline, and then a different unit. Heck, even in your arena defense, if you really wanted to, they could be annoying. Which is why I think he's a pretty good unit. But then you got Kamiya, where it's like, she has pretty good potential. I mean, branding skill 1, sleep skill 2, but she procs another turn on her skill 2, and then has potential to do some pretty good damage. Stuns the enemy for turns equal to the number of sleep turns the enemy has. So, if you pair Kamiya up, especially with the right team, where you get like her with the succubuses or the heart magicians, or heck, even I think the water oracle. I think it's the water oracle, or is it the desert queen? I think it might be both. But just like teams that revolve around sleep as well, I think she could be really, really crazy there. But these both are PvP units. You're going to use both of these in PvP. I saw people using Kamiya for the Dark Beast, and I saw this argument on my last video in the comments. I'm gonna stick by my word on what I said, was like, I think there are better units to use on the Dark Beast, I have an LD only account. We're on it right now. I mean, we could go to my Dark Beast team. What is the Dark Beast team? This is my Dark Beast team. You don't need them for Dark Beast, right? You don't need Kamiya. You don't need any of these Holy Heroes for Dark Beast. I mean, they got a slightly higher score, sure, but the higher the score doesn't mean you're going to get better drops. So you don't, like, for me, it's like, I know people go and they try to improve their scores on the Rift Beasts. Oh, look, I got 10 million, but it's like 10 million ain't going to get you a better loot drop. I mean, if they change that, then heck yeah, I'm all about it. But it's just like, you're like, oh, well, Kamiya would raise your score from 5 million to 7 million. It's like, I don't need the 5 million to 7 million. It doesn't do me anything. But, gosh, I'm going to, but other than the Beast, it's like, she's more of a, I feel like she's more specific. At first, you know what, I was looking at these two as I was going through these two. I think I was more on Kamiya's side while we were going through them, but now that I think about it, I'm all about Louise right now. I think, when I think about it, is like the defensive capabilities of Louise is absolutely crazy, especially when you pair him up with Madeline that we just got as a Hall of Heroes or whatever. You know, my answer, I'm going to tell you guys to go with Louise. His defensive capabilities, it's there. Plus the stunning, place him on Violent. Heck, I would probably go Violent Revenge or Violent Will. Speed, HP, defense, speed, HP, whatever you want to go. Make him tanky, make him accurate, make him fast. And I think you got a really amazing unit there. But with Kamiya, I don't know. I feel like while she's still a good unit, she is a little bit more limited than Louise. So there's my answer. My answer is Louise. I really like Kamiya. Kamiya's cool, but I'm going to go with Louise. Louise is my final answer. That's who I'm choosing. I'm choosing the Light Phantom theme. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm so sorry if this took forever. But this video should have came out yesterday, but it was raining yesterday, and I didn't want you guys to have to hear that. So, I don't know. I hope I helped you guys choose a unit. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.